I'm risking a rift just by coming here. The girl, you have to save her.
What girl?
The cheerleader. It's the only way to prevent it.
Prevent what?
Everything.
So, ladies and gentlemen, absolutely heartbreaking news from Hollywood. Hayden Panettiere, the actress that you know as Claire Bennett from Heroes, the NBC TV show from 2007.
It's amazing what you can do with special effects these days, huh?
That was all special effects.
Yeah, what else would it be?
And also as the 10-year-old, I believe, in Remember the Titans, fantastic movie, has passed away at the age of 36. Now, when I saw the GB News video short this morning on YouTube, I thought it was some kind of a sick AI hit piece. But sadly, when I've looked online, it's all confirmed, folks. It's not a good time. But look, let's just try and keep this a little bit upbeat. I'm sure Hayden Panettiere, even though I've never met her or even knew the woman, I'm sure she'd want people to remember her in a positive light, because I hope I can bring that to you. And of course, we all remember this scene from Heroes where Hero, the absolute badass that he is, has this message. Fantastic. Oh my God. They don't make TV like this anymore, do they, folks? Heroes, I really do have to own this on Blu-ray, actually. Looking at it in HD is incredible. But on X, as we can see here, as reported by Variety, Panettiere, known for her roles on Heroes, Scream 4 and 6, has died at 36. A cause of death was not immediately known. It's with profound sadness that we share the tragic passing of our beloved Hayden. She was an incredible light and a force of nature. I mean, when you look at Miss Panettiere, you don't think of her as somebody who's got an attitude and she's got an issue or a fight to pick with anybody. She was just kind of like herself. And of course, I'm going to get to this part in a minute as well. But as Variety have said here, Hollywood failed Hayden Panettiere. They absolutely did. And I'm going to show you the reason why in a minute. So she's the former child actress. I do believe she was in the Disney Club as well, who grew up on screen before our very eyes. Passed away yesterday at the age of 36, 5 days before her 37th birthday. That cuts like a knife, man. It really does. We are still awaiting the cause of death. Yeah, we know that part already. In the prologue to her book, she mentions the 5 stages of grief. We're going to cover those too, which is really sad. That stage is meaning, and Panettiere wrote that my traumas have offered me meaning through a sense of humor, some ridiculous stories, prioritizing my health, a deeper relationship with my parents, pets I adore, animal rights, and environmentalism that gives me purpose, and now this book. She continued, all the heartaches I've endured have allowed me to come to a place of empathy and understanding for everything my loved ones have come up against, and most importantly for myself. They've also given me determination. I'm like Dory, the resilient little fish in Finding Nemo, who just keeps swimming even when she comes face to face with a bunch of sharks. I didn't realize Dory was a she-fish, actually. I'm quite surprised to learn that.
Hayden Panettiere's final Instagram message was full of love. 1 month before the Nashville star died at the age of 36.
That's when she looks better.
appeared to be enjoying life with her inner circle, sharing what would become her final post on July 27th. The Heroes actress captioning a black and white photograph of herself with friend Randall Slavin, good times and good friends. On August 16th, the actress's rep confirmed to multiple outlets that the star had died, sharing it is with profound sadness that we share the tragic passing of our beloved Hayden. Adding she was an incredible light and a force of nature.
Yeah, she's had a bit of surgery done as well.
Love and
really
joy
sad to see
all
that.
who knew her and to the millions who watched her on screen. Her cause of death has not been shared. Hayden's final social media post came after a period of opening up more with fans, following the release of her memoir, This Is Me, A Reckoning, back in May, and how she had learned to protect herself after growing up in an industry where she said she was conditioned to always comply.
I was like groomed from such a young age to just be a soldier. Yeah. I was militant in everything that I did. It was hit the mark, get your lines right. If they want you to cry or do a crazy stunt, you do it. They don't ask questions. Yep. and you do it as many times as they want. So that was a part that was, I think, really important for me to talk about.
The star also.
You know what? As much as I adore Hollywood movies and entertainment, it's always really sad to hear these type of stories, because you know that's the actual truth. If whatever the final product is on the screen is great, but what did the actor or actress do to get to that point? It's blood, sweat and tears. And as Hayden says here, if you don't hit your marks, if you don't remember your lines, you're going to kind of get blacklisted in Hollywood, and that's not a good thing. That's an enormous amount of pressure to put onto one person, whether you're male or female, right? It's terrible.
Also shared her experience with grief following the devastating death of her youngest brother Jansen in 2023.
R.I.P. dude.
And being the older sibling, you're just riddled with guilt that you didn't do your job, and especially what took him was something that I, of all people, should have understood.
Right, but it's something that you couldn't really predict.
You can't help somebody who doesn't want to help themselves. It's just a sad fact.
See, I don't know how her younger brother died. I think from the way she's talking there, it's maybe in similar circumstances. Remember, folks, when TV shows about superheroes were about superheroes? Have a look at this. I remember this.
Turn on the camera.
That's from season 1. Right, let's just fast forward this a little bit. Now, I gotta say, even though the premise of a cheerleader becoming a superhero did seem corny, I think Panettiere really brought Claire Bennett to life and made her so believable and adorable. And he didn't kind of look at her and leer at her like, oh my god, that's her in a cheerleader outfit. You just didn't do that. Her acting was really, really good, actually. Fantastic. It's such a sad... It's just really sad that I'm making a video like this to somebody who's so young and it's just suddenly passed away like that. It's just awful. It's truly awful, actually. But of course, ladies and gentlemen, you know that I cover video games here on this channel primarily. And you might have forgotten that Hayden Panettiere was in the hit breakout horror game Until Dawn. And I gotta say, when it comes to great facial capture, they didn't do Hayden Panettiere wrong in this game. Well, why should they? Because she's absolutely stunning in this immortalization of her character. You know, I've actually got this game and I haven't even played it yet, but I'm gonna find a reason to do it soon. So we're gonna get some...
Hey, guys, come on! Oh, I'm done with this! I really don't appreciate the silent treatment here.
See, this is when they made a game before the post-operative plastic surgery she had, which is such a shame because she's such a beautiful woman.
I don't think you'll have much luck by looking, Samantha. You're only going to see what I want you to see. And I have quite a lot to show you.
What's going on?
Open your eyes.
Oh my god.
She's quite beautiful, isn't she?
Oh no. You see, this doesn't spoil it for me because I don't know much about this game until I own it, but I don't know much. This looks really good, actually. I really have to play this game. But anyway, I'm just going to leave it there. Let's just give you a bit of... that's a nice freeze frame. So that is it, ladies and gentlemen. I tell you what, I am in a state of shock. It really is. It kind of opens up questions about Hollywood's attitude to young and uprising stars. That's why whenever I see somebody being thrust into the spotlight and you might know there's vulnerability going on within that person, but you don't know them and you want to reach out to them, right? But if you do, you might look like a bit of a crazy fan who's just got the wrong intent. And honestly, there's obviously inbuilt systems in Hollywood to assist these actors and actresses. We're talking about very overpaid therapists and psychologists and what have you. And they obviously seem to be doing their job, but then again, they can only do so much, right? And honestly, well, I'm not a religious guy, but I've got to do that. She leaves behind a daughter, Kaya. So sadly for her daughter now, and maybe on a sort of a positive note as well, she'll look back at her mother's legacy to see what amazing performances she brought to the world. I never saw Nashville with her and Connie Britton. I always heard it was a good show. They are streaming it now, actually. I think it's on Hulu. So if I get the chance, if time permits me, I will try to watch that. But anyway, folks, I thought I'd make this video obituary on just really sad news. The passing of Hayden Panettiere. Rest in peace. You didn't deserve this. And he didn't deserve to leave a daughter who still has to enjoy the fruits of life to come, and you're not going to be there to be with her. Well, you'll be with her in spirit, I guess. But anyway, folks, if you were me and if I were you, I will catch you catching me for the return of the next video.
But always checking in with myself, being self-aware, being surrounded by healthy people who bring out the best in me.